Something is living in my walls. You ever wake up in the middle of the night and just know something is wrong? Like, before your brain even fully catches up, your body already knows. Yeah, that feeling. It nearly got me killed. This all happened when I was staying in this old rental house last year. Just a cheap little place outside the city, nothing fancy, but it had history. The landlord told me it had been empty for a while, but he never said why. If I'd known back then what I know now, I never would have set foot inside, because something was already living there. It started small, little noises. You know, things you can explain away, scratching in the walls, faint tapping sounds at night. I figured, okay, old house, probably mice. Nothing to lose sleep over. But then I started hearing breathing. Not loud, not exaggerated. Just this slow, steady sound, so faint it almost blended into the silence. At first I thought it was just in my head. But every night, just as I was drifting off, I'd hear it. A quiet, measured breath. Too deep for an animal. Too controlled for pipes or old house creaks. I started leaving the TV on at night, just to drown it out. That worked. For a little while. One morning, I woke up feeling off. You know that weird sense of disorientation, like something woke you up, but you don't remember what? That. I got up, walked into the kitchen, and my stomach just dropped. Because on the far wall, near the floor, were handprints. They were smudged, greasy, too small to be mine. And they weren't on the wall before. I felt my skin go cold. I checked every door, every window, all locked. There was no way someone had been inside, but that didn't explain the prints. I scrubbed them off, told myself I was overreacting. But that night, I didn't sleep so well. And the breathing, it felt closer. A few nights later, I was lying in bed, half asleep, when I heard it. Not the breathing, whispering. It was so quiet, so faint. I wasn't sure if I was dreaming. But as I lay there, heart pounding, I realized it was coming from inside the walls. I froze. The whispers were fast, hushed, like a conversation just out of reach. I couldn't make out words, but there was more than one voice. And then, something knocked. Not a random house-settling sound. A deliberate, slow knock. 3 times, right behind my bed's headboard. I didn't move, didn't breathe. I just lay there, staring at the ceiling, praying that whatever was in the walls stayed there. After that, I stopped sleeping in my bedroom. I started crashing on the couch with the lights on, TV running 24/7. I couldn't stand the silence anymore. But then, I started waking up to the closet door being open. I never left it open. I knew for a fact I closed it every night. But each morning there it was, just slightly ajar. And one night, just before I drifted off, I felt it, a presence. Not just paranoia, not just fear. I felt someone in the room with me. I kept my eyes shut, pretending to be asleep. And that's when I heard it. The slow, deliberate sound of bare feet stepping across the floor, heading toward me, stopping right next to the couch. I could feel the weight of something leaning over me. The air felt thick, heavy, and then it breathed. Not from across the room, not from the walls, right beside my face. I don't remember much after that. I must have passed out from fear, because the next thing I knew, it was morning. The closet door, wide open, and inside, deep in the shadows, I saw them. More handprints, higher up this time, closer to the ceiling, like something had been crawling. At this point, I was done. I called the landlord, demanded answers. He got real quiet, then sighed. "You found the door, didn't you?" I blinked. "What door?" Long pause. Then, almost reluctantly, he told me, The house had a hidden crawl space behind the walls, and something had been living in it. The footsteps in the walls. That night was my last in that house. I was packing my bags when I heard it. Footsteps. Slow, shuffling steps moving through the walls, getting faster, closer. Then right behind me, a single deliberate knock. I turned, heart hammering, and saw it. A thin, pale hand reaching out from the crack between the closet door and the wall. Too long, too many joints. I ran, didn't stop, didn't look back. By the time I got outside, I heard the closet door slam shut. Like whatever was inside was angry I got away. I moved out that night, never went back. But a week later, I got a text. No number, no sender, just 4 words. You left it open. I blocked the number. Didn't matter, because last night, in my new apartment, I heard whispering inside the walls. This has been The Hollow One. Please like, follow for more terrifying tales, and share with your horror friends if you like this story.